Welcome to The Sarah Scoop Show. It's time to get the scoop with Sarah.
Hi, I am Natasha Burnett. I am a British actress and singer who found her way in Canada and now can be seen on When Calls the Heart as Minnie Canfield. Joining this show has been an experience like I have never had before. I mean, just being so successful already, it was really just a pleasure and an honor to join the cast and be able to be integrated with Holly and the storylines and the other characters. And the cast, the crew, everyone is so welcoming, and they've been there so long that they make you feel so comfortable. So there was really never a time that I felt out of place or that I wasn't sure what I was doing, because everyone just rallied round. It was just really nice. Oh, wow, the Hearties. Now, I knew about the Hearties. I was not prepared for how just dedicated they were. Like nothing I've ever seen before. You all had been so all the messages of encouragement, and it really helps actually every week. Every time we see your tweets, it really helps us understand what you see when you watch the Canfields storyline, and it really helps us know that we're going in the right direction. So yeah, it's been amazing to have the Hearties on our side. It has been such a fun experience just to go from being so serious and protective initially to then just having fun in the kitchen. Is, oh my gosh, it was something that I didn't quite realize how liberating it would feel to go from playing such, they're not extreme personalities, but just seeing so many different sides of her, which I really love because it almost rounds her out really well as a human being and as a character. So it's just really nice also when the Hearties tell me that they can relate to different elements of her personality. Really great to be able to go from different storylines with different characters and just blend with different energies. So yeah, having the comedy element there with Jack Wagner and Eva was just a gem. Really, I mean, that pudding scene was really the funnest for me to play. Just my reactions and just doing things the way Minnie would. I just found it really fun and exciting. I really did like, I mean, obviously I actually really like what's coming up, but I also really like, I think it was in episode 7, when we were in the church and I told Joseph to stay and be the pastor. And I just really liked that scene because it was just a really delicate moment, a really intimate moment. And it was just a very meaningful moment that I'm really glad that everyone else connected with as well. Well, actually, because of the eloquence needed, it ran very closely to a lot of British language because of the time period as well. So it was, I would probably say, maybe easier then to recreate that particular tone for Minnie and the accent for Minnie, because I could just slightly adjust certain words so they did sound British and they would still work within the time period. Ooh, if there was a season 9, it would be really nice to just see the Canfields go on a slightly different journey now, because I think this season we just saw them get to know people in Hope Valley and get to know Hope Valley as a town and decide whether they really want to be there or not. So it would be quite nice to actually see where they go from there. Because I think it was a nice starting off point and it set us up really nicely. So if we can keep going, it would be really nice to see Minnie do her own thing. And is she going to stay in Abigail's? Would she try something else? And just see where the family goes as a whole. And with Joseph being the pastor and things like that, where does Minnie, would she fit into that? And school for Angela, all of those things. There's a lot to explore, really. Okay, so the audition was a self-tape because at the time I was actually already in the UK, and my agent sent me the tape, and I remember when I put it on tape, watching it 100 times like I do with every self-tape, and I just thought, I can't think of another way to play Minnie. I feel like this just has to be Minnie. And, you know, if the showrunner doesn't see Minnie this way, then this role is definitely not for me. And so I let my agent know, as I always do. I sent him the tape and I said, just let me know if they shortlist me or anything, so I know if I need to get on a plane, of course. And yeah, he let me know that I was shortlisted, and I had about 36 hours to get on a plane and get back to Canada so I could quarantine, take all my tests and be ready to shoot. It was really, really quick. I was really nervous about the whole situation, not just because of COVID, because everything was so fast. I was like, is there going to be enough time? Are they going to change the dates? Will we be able to make this work? Yeah, so there was a lot going on. I did actually get booked off the one self-tape. I mean that shocked me even. I was surprised. But yes, that's yeah, pretty much what happened. I had done a show that was based on Greek mythology. I hadn't done a traditional 18th, 19th century show before, even though that's very, very common in England. We have so many of those. And it actually was something I would have wanted to do while I was in the UK, if I'd had the opportunity. So it's great that I have the opportunity now. So I was quite excited to wear the costumes because just always, I'm generally a casual person. So finally having to sit up straight and put my shoulders back and all of those things, it's sometimes nice to do that for a change. So I loved, oh my goodness, some of the fabrics were just fabulous. And oh, she just kept Barbara kept picking out loads of different colors for me, and we were just playing a lot. We had actually a long period of time because of my quarantine and everything. We needed to do everything in one go. So we spent a lot of time just going through so many color palettes, and that I don't wear lots of color. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, purple, I like that. And orange, oh wow, that looks really good. And yeah, some of the materials were just, oh, they were just so soft and beautiful. Yeah, it was just great to be able to wear those costumes. So in the UK, we don't usually, we don't know Hallmark really, really well for a channel. We don't really get it in the UK. So I knew of Hallmark, I knew of Hallmark movies. And then when I moved to Canada, I knew, especially in Vancouver, they filmed so many of them. And it was definitely something that I felt would be an opportunity to get to know a network quite well if they film so much. And I did actually book, I think my first Hallmark Peter DeLuise, the director, he was the one that cast me in my first Hallmark here called Harvest Moon. And then actually Mike Roll, he cast me in my next few that we worked with for a few episodes on When Calls the Heart. So it was actually great to work with them again and see them again. So yeah, I did know Hallmark and they knew me kind of, but maybe not as well as they do now. Oh my gosh. Okay. So whenever somebody asks me this question, I always have one answer, and a hybrid name I came up with, Team Luthen. So whenever anyone asks me, I'm like, both of them. Yeah, I mean, I am currently about to start working on a movie. Yeah, I'm not sure when it's actually probably going to air in about 4 or 5 months, I guess. But yeah, I should be starting that soon. So that will be something nice to look out for. Last show I binge watched was The Baker and the Beauty on Netflix. It's such, I was not expecting what I saw. It's a really good show. It's a really good show. It was cancelled by ABC, and then because of the pandemic, I guess Netflix picked it up, and it's just soared to great heights. It's such an amazing show. Watch it if you can. Oh, okay. So my journey started when I was, when I was about 16. My friend in school got me involved in a younger generation theatre group because theatre is so big in the UK anyway. And I did that for a few years, and I really quite enjoyed that. And then I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go to a drama school or what I really wanted to do. So I just kind of stayed as a background, worked as an extra for a while just to see how I felt about things. And I saw an audition for a Motown show for Diana Ross, decided I was going to just go and try my luck and go and audition. And I booked that role. And I ended up touring as Diana Ross for about 6 years. And then I just think I decided I wanted to do something different. And for some reason, I just completely threw caution to the wind and just moved to a different country. I'm in the beginning, and I think every actor might say this, that's the place they want to go and they want to end up. Now, for me, I would probably say, if there's a reason to be there, if there's something I can be doing, something I can be working on, I would absolutely go, for sure.
Thank you for watching The Sarah Scoop Show. Head to sarahscoop.com for more.